Everyone, Professor Hartman here again. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the chemistry of life. Usually my students are a little afraid when we start talking about chemistry. They think it's going to be too hard for them to learn. But frankly, I really like chemistry. I like learning about it. And it doesn't have to be that scary. We are all made of chemicals. Everything is made of chemicals. So don't be afraid. Have an open mind. And I hope that I can make it a little bit simpler for you and make you less fearful about chemistry. We'll start off by learning about atoms. And basically, an atom is the smallest unit of matter. And matter basically is anything that is a solid, liquid, or a gas. And everything is made of matter. And the smallest piece of matter is the atom. Okay, so what I've done is I have searched the internet and I have found some atomic diagrams, and I'll just put them here so you can see what I'm doing, and you can do a search yourself and you can look at the atom in more detail for yourself. The atom is made of a nucleus, and that's the center part of the atom. The nucleus of the atom contains protons and neutrons. The protons are positively charged, subatomic particles. Neutrons do not have a charge. Okay, remember, protons and neutrons make up the nucleus of the atom. Electrons move around the nucleus of the atom in what we call orbits. You see how this diagram is showing how these little subatomic particles, the electrons, move around the nucleus? The electrons are negatively charged. They are the energy particles of the atom. And they are also involved in bonding. So this is my mini lecture on the atom. And you can see there are several different websites that give us a whole bunch of information, and they give us different pictures of the atom. So I'm sure that you can do a search and that you can find your own images, and that will help you to learn a little bit more about the atom. The next topic is the periodic table. When you have one or more atoms of the same type, you have an element. And I went online and I searched and found this interactive periodic table of the elements, and I find it very interesting. For instance, if we click on carbon, it will give us all sorts of neat information about carbon. It gives us the atomic number, the chemical symbol, and all sorts of things about carbon. I just found this very interesting. It even talks about isotopes. Okay, so you may want to visit this website and play a little bit with some of these elements. Now, the next topic is, well, where is it? I'm sorry. Let me put that back. Here it is. Okay, the next topic here is learn the 10 common elements found in living things and the chemical symbol for each. And then you can go on and read down through the next few items I have here on our outline. But we can go ahead and we can take this unique interactive periodic table and we could take a look at some of the things that these elements do, like I've shown you. But we can also find out, you know, what other things that these 10 elements that living things, you know, are made of. We can look those up and see what else, you know, what other information we can find out about those elements. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of that information. Oxygen is the, you know, first element that is contained in living things. The properties of oxygen: colorless, odorless, tasteless gas. Uses: plants and animals rely on oxygen. Of course we do. Okay? So you might want to take a look at some of these things. The atomic number is 8. Atomic symbol is 0. Is O. Sorry about that. Let's go back. So that's our most prevalent element that makes up living things. The next major element is carbon. And we already looked at carbon, so I'm just zipping through here. The next major element is hydrogen. You want to take a look here and see what other, you know, where the sources of hydrogen are and what uses hydrogen has, and let's take a look there. Atomic number 1, chemical symbol H. Let's take a look at nitrogen. These are the top 4. Atomic number 7, atomic symbol N. Okay, you want to take a look down through there. Most of us are familiar with ammonia. Well, nitrogen and hydrogen combine to make ammonia. All right, so those are the 4 major elements in living things. I think you can find the rest, the other 6. Take a look in your book and then come back to this interactive periodic table. Hope you enjoyed your lesson today. Have a nice day. See you next time.